Hi there, I'm Paul from the 814th Epsom Air Scouts, and this is Lexi, and we're going to challenge you to build 3 paper helicopters using 1 piece of A4 paper and a pair of scissors. Helicopter number 1, I've got a piece of red card. It can be a piece of white A4 paper out of a printer, it can be used. And what we're going to do first of all is put it down on the table and fold it completely in half so it makes 2 halves, almost like a tent like that. Then, with our pair of scissors, and being very, very careful, if you need supervision, make sure you ask an adult, we're going to cut 2 strips together down the side, making them as straight as possible. Okay, don't worry if they're a little bit wobbly, but they should be as straight as possible. And then you should have 2 strips, okay, but we need a third. So I've got a rock on this one at the moment to stop them blowing away in the wind. And we're going to open up our piece of paper that's left, and around about the same size we're going to cut a third strip, just 1 more strip. Make sure the paper's open, you don't need to cut it whilst it's in half. Try and keep it as straight as possible, and there you have it, 3 strips. Put your other piece of paper to one side, you'll need that for helicopters number 2 and number 3. So, put my rocks and my scissors to one side. We have 3 pieces of paper, all exactly the same length. They might be a little bit different in width, but we're going to put them all on top of each other, like so. So all the ends meet together, and they look like one. And then we're going to fold them exactly in half, yeah? So they are perfectly in half. Okay, and you should end up then with 1, 2, 3 arrowheads like that. With one of them, we'll take it with the crease bit at the top, so blows that away, and then with the second one, with the crease bit here, we're going to put it over the top, easily said and done, like so. Okay, and then with the third one, we're going to bring it up underneath to form a shape like that. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. We now need to put the top open bits through, like you're threading a needle, through the top of the first bit to create a shape like that, and they should all be interlocked. Now we need to just very carefully move them all up, and they will bend a little bit, and you almost want to make it like a wickerwork basket, a little square box at the bottom, and then it will square. You can put them on the floor, on the ground like that, with your foam finger, just push them over, and they should be all pulled as tight as possible. Be careful not to rip them. And there you have helicopter number 1, and we'll put that aside in a minute. How did you get on, Lexi?
Good, mine worked out too.
Excellent. We'll put them aside and we'll fly them in a minute. Okay, helicopter number 2. Using the bit of paper that you've got left open, opened it up, you had a crease down the middle. It'll be a lot bit off centre now because you've cut a strip from that. But what we're going to do, about 4 or 5 fingers, your fingers might be bigger than mine, there, and we're just going to fold over just to make a piece. It doesn't have to be an exact size. I'm not going to give you in centimetres or inches, but basically you want a piece of paper that's about like that. Okay, and then with our scissors, again minding our fingers and being supervised if we need to, we're going to cut along that crease slowly and careful as possible to make sure it's in as much of a straight line as we can.
Yeah.
That's good. Excellent. Lexi, still got all your fingers?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so we have one with a bit of a crease in the middle, but we need to fold it now in half again to make it completely a square, like so. Open that up, okay, and now fold it the other way in half. There we go. And then when you open it up, you should have almost like a cross in the middle of creases. So the first thing we're now going to do on one of the halves, a little bit down from the crease, not a lot, okay, I'd say about a finger width down from the crease maybe, we're going to make a cut about a third of the way through, not all the way through. Do not go all the way through. And then we're going to turn around, and on the other side, exactly parallel with that cut what we've made, we're going to make the same length cut. Okay, so you end up with two cuts almost identical. Put your scissors to one side because you don't need them for the time being, and then we're going to make a fold, and we're going to fold that over there like so. It might be a bit uneven, this isn't super origami. Okay, and then the other side we're going to fold on top, so it almost looks like you've made a paddle. Okay, and then with our scissors, again a little bit further down, maybe about a finger width again, we're going to make another cut similar to we did last time, about a third of the way through. Okay, and then around to the other side, again not all the way through, about the third of the way through, another cut like so. Oh, so. Put scissors to one side, and we're going to fold that over like so, and then we're going to fold the other side over like so, and then we're going to firm it down. If you're using card, this is what I'm using card, but if you're using paper, make sure it's all firmed down. It might pop open a little bit, that's not too much to be worried about. Okay, and that you should have some shape like that. Very simple now. With your scissors, following the crease down the middle here, we are going to just make a cut about 3/4 of the way down. How have you got on, Lexi?
Good.
Excellent. And then, with these two bits, we're going to fold one back, like so, and we're going to fold the other one the other way, following the line, like so, and you should end up with something that looks like that. Okay, and we'll fly helicopter number 2 in a minute. Okay, helicopter number 3, are you ready for this? You should still have a piece of paper left, okay, and that'll be the leftovers of your piece of paper that you've used for the other 2 helicopters. So we're going to fold that piece exactly in half, making a crease like so, and then using that crease as a guidance with our scissors and being very careful not to cut our fingers off, we're going to cut a piece of paper exactly in half. We have 2 pieces of paper now, we only need a 3rd piece. For the 4th piece, we're going to challenge you to maybe build a helicopter of your own design and see how you get on. Now you know the basics. Okay, put that one away, and with this one, I'm going to fold it exactly in half. When I go lengthways, I'm going to do something a little bit more tricky. I need to fold it into 3 equal lengthways, like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can possibly get, like so. Okay, and that makes a bit of a zigzag, like so, a bit like Harry Potter's flash on his forehead. Okay, once we've done that, we'll open it up, and you should now have creases going up, 2 of them, and 1 crease across the middle. About a finger width below the crease that goes across the middle, with our scissors, again being careful, we're going to just make a snip up until the first crease. And then, turning it around, okay, we're going to make another cut across here at the same length. So they're cut across, but the one in the middle is not cut across.
Yeah.
Cut. Fold it in half, and folding it in half again. We end up with the paddle shape that we had in the previous one. And similar to the previous one, we're going to make a little cut, just a little one, like so. Okay, on either side, just below where we've cut it previously. Okay, and then again, we're just going to fold that into the middle, like so. Not all the way across. Now with this one, you sometimes might find it needs a bit more weight at the bottom. If you have a paper clip, okay, you can put the paper clip on the bottom here. If you don't have a paper clip, then the easiest thing to do is just fold it tip up and push it down like that. Okay? And then, with our top bits, we're going to cut 3 propellers this time. So they're even. Oh, that one's not quite even, so I'm just going to slip that a bit more. Okay, and then we're going to fold them on top of each other. And then we're going to fold them down in half outwards. 1 and 2. Okay, and then when you open the other one out, and 3. Okay, so you should have 3 of them like this. Okay, and if you straighten them all up, you now have the basis of a 3-propellered helicopter, and that is helicopter number 3. Let's go and fly them. You made your 3-year helicopters. Now we've come into our HQ because outside it's a little bit blustery, but if you're at home we suggest maybe you can top them from the top of the stairs, but somewhere safe. You shouldn't maybe be standing on the tables, but here just to give us some height we've shown. So here's my first one that I made, if you remember, and that was the 3 pieces of paper that you had to slot together from the 3 strips. Let's see if that flies. Not too bad. How's yours, Lexi? Good. Okay, should we do helicopter number 2? Okay, this is the one with the 2 propeller blades. Okay, and if I put that up high, alright, and I let go, that seems to spin. And go on. Excellent. And last but not least, and this is the difficult one, what you'll see is, and I'm going to just take this one off of you, Lexi's put a paper clip on hers to give it some extra weight. Let's see how that goes. Go on.
Okay.
Oh, very good. Shall I try my one without the paper clip? Not so good, but maybe we'll try again. Yeah, no, great. Anyway, we hope you've had some fun. Have a great summer.